Hello and welcome to the AdoptAPet show. We are filming our show today on Tuesday, September the 4th, and my name is Jeanette Higgins. I'm a volunteer with the Noonan Coweta Humane Society, and I will be hosting the show today. What we do with our group is we come down here to Coweta County Animal Services and we showcase as many dogs, cats, puppies, and kittens. And believe it or not, we've had a few lizards, birds, an occasional ferret. Gosh, we've had a goat and even a cow. So you just never know what you're gonna get down here at Animal Services. But we showcase all these furry friends in hopes that somebody out there will be watching the show and will absolutely fall in love with one of their precious faces, and you'll wanna rush on down here and adopt a pet. Now folks, we've been mentioning for weeks now about these euthanasia lists that are coming out. It's simply because Animal Services is just so terribly overcrowded. Now the prior euthanasia list, thank you Coweta County and all the animal rescue groups, including our own, who came together and saved all the animals on that list. But we've got another list. We've got a new list. So it's not over yet, folks. They're still terribly overcrowded. There are hundreds of animals down here. They're sticking them every nook and cranny, but we've got to find homes for all of them so they don't lose their lives simply because they don't have a home. So please do stay tuned, and we hope that you're going to find your next best friend. And folks, look at this handsome fella. This is Sylvester. He is definitely a favorite of our volunteers down here at Animal Services. This handsome fella is hanging out in C27, and look at him. He's all dressed up in his tuxedo, ready for a night on the town. We love to call these kitties tuxedo kitties because that's what they look like they're wearing a little tuxedo. He's making the biscuits in my lap where he's doing his little paws. He's purring. He is definitely a little nervous being out here where he's not feeling safe and secure in his cage, but he loves getting his face scratched. And he's got that really big apple head, and I tell you what, it's like a pumpkin head because he's got one big fat face. But we love this boy. He is full of love. He's only about 2 years old, and he was picked up as a stray from Legacy Lane. Now I do need to mention that this boy is on the next euthanasia list. I don't have a date yet as to when that will happen as far as the animals being put down, but we want to make sure, because he is super urgent, that this boy gets a home, and especially because he's so sweet. I mean, there's just absolutely no reason for him to be here except that he got lost and mom and dad didn't come pick him back up. So he needs a new home, and he needs it now. So if you're looking for a big love and a hunk of love, then definitely you want to come down and meet Sylvester. So come on down and rescue this boy. He's just waiting for you. And folks, look at this handsome fella. This is Ben. Ben is a Lab Retriever mix, black and white as you can see, even comes with a flashlight tail. We like the little white tip. He's not gonna be able to see it because he's wagging his tail so much, but he's got that cute little white tip on his tail. He's got white on his toes, and he's just such a handsome fella. Only about a year old, hanging out in A20, that's his kennel number. And Ben is heartworm negative. He was picked up as a stray from Smoky Road. No collar and no ID. So one good thing about when you adopt from Animal Services is they do microchip all of the pets before you can take them home. So if they get lost, you can be reunited with your pet again. And unfortunately, Ben doesn't have a microchip yet, but he will when somebody comes to get him and adopt him. But super sweet boy, just an absolute joy to be around. Such a nice dog, and so handsome too, and his fur is really soft. I think he might still actually be a puppy. I mean, it does say a year old, but he really feels very, very soft, like puppy fur. And he definitely has kind of a younger look to him, but super dog. He's not on the euthanasia list as of yet, but that doesn't mean that he's safe here at Animal Services. They're putting out a lot of euthanasia lists, and I do need to mention at the beginning of the show, I did say that all of the dogs had, or that all the animals had been rescued that were on the prior list, and I was incorrect in that. There are many dogs who are still on the euthanasia list from last week that are in dire need of homes, and we will be highlighting those today for sure to let you know what those are. All the cats, I believe, were rescued, but not the dogs. So anyway, we just want to make sure that this handsome fella here gets a home. So if you're interested in Ben, please do hurry on down, because this boy could be your new best friend. And And folks, I tell you what, I have said it for so many years that these orange male tabbies are just so affectionate, and it just never changes. It really doesn't. This handsome fella is Ditto, and he is at least a year old. He's hanging out in C14. That is his cat condo number. And he is one sweet boy. I tell you what, as soon as I opened up his cage, he came out to me and he just started purring like mad, and that purring is still going strong. He's one sweet, sweet boy. I can feel him with his front paws doing a little dancing up here, making the biscuits, but just a very, very affectionate boy. And you know, this poor boy has been here since June, and to be locked in a cage, you know, he gets out a little bit. They do let them run around the cat room a little bit, but they don't really get enough attention and affection like they would in a home with a family. So the fact that he's still just so sweet after being locked up for so long, it just really is, you know, it just really shows a lot to what kind of cat he is and how sweet he is. So if you're interested in Mr. Ditto, I do need to mention that he is on the next euthanasia list. I don't know when they'll be putting the cats down, but I know that they do have another list that has come out. And so he is highly, highly urgent, and I'm trying to make sure I highlight those kitty cats and dogs that are super urgent. We're trying to show you those on the show today and really try to save them. So if you're interested in this sweet boy, and I promise you, you will not be sorry that you adopted Ditto. He just got a little startled because he heard the door open, but you'll not be sorry with this boy. He's one sweet, affectionate boy, super handsome, and he's just waiting for you to save him. So come on down and save Ditto. Hey guys, we are just in love with this boy. This is Moses, and he is just such a sweet dog. He's a Lab Retriever mix. Moses has actually been here at Animal Services since February, and he's just such a loving, smart dog. I mean, look at him. He's just so attentive to our volunteer Shay, and he's just checking out the cat room because I'm sure he would love nothing more than to go and play with someone and make a new friend. But Moses here is hanging out in B4. That's his kennel number here at Animal Services. He is about a year old. I do need to mention that he is heartworm positive, but there's a wonderful donor who has donated funds to cover any of the heartworm treatments that are needed for the dogs that are rescued from Animal Services. So you don't have to worry about the payment of the heartworm treatment. You will need to get him on a heartworm preventative, but all dogs should be on a heartworm preventative. But Moses here, I do need to mention, unfortunately, you know, because he's been here since February, his time is up, and he is on the euthanasia list. I don't know the date of when that will happen, but I do know it's soon, and just don't wait one more minute. If you've been sitting on the fence and thinking about adopting a pet, go ahead and just make the move. Go ahead and come down here and save a life, because truly, by adopting Moses, you will be saving his life. His time is really up here at Animal Services, and they simply can't keep him here anymore because he's been getting overlooked. You know, there's nothing wrong with him. He's a great dog. He's smart. He loves to play, but he also loves to be very calm and stay right at your feet. But because they have so many dogs and they're so overcrowded, they've got to make room. So Moses has got to go, and we hope that somebody out there will be watching the show and want to save this boy and take him home. So please consider Moses and save Moses' life. Oh my goodness, folks, this is one handsome kitty cat. This is Oliver. And poor Oliver is so scared. When you get him out of his cage, he's a little nervous, but don't hesitate to get him out. He's a very friendly cat, very sweet cat. He's just a little nervous, and who can blame him? You know, he didn't do anything wrong to end up here at Animal Services. He just got lost. And so he is looking for a new home, but what a handsome boy. I tell you what, he's already neutered, so you don't have to worry about waiting for the vet to take care of that surgery. Plus, you can get a reduced fee on the adoption fee because he came into Animal Services already neutered. But what a sweet boy. Oh my goodness, he's a brown tabby. He reminds me a lot of a Maine Coon because he's got that really pretty fluffy fur and the tabby markings. You know, a lot of the Maine Coons have those tabby markings. But he is a shy boy, as you can see. He loves to nuzzle into the crook of your arm and in your elbow and just kind of hide. But he's purring, and he's just pressing up against me like he wants to be really, really, really close. So he may be one of those kitty cats that would love to be a lap cat. So if you're one of those types of people that just wants to have a buddy to hang with you while you're watching the big game or just watching anything, then definitely this would be the boy for you. Now Oliver is, it looks like he's right around a year old, And this boy is unfortunately on the euthanasia list that is coming, well, that it's already come out, but he is in dire need of a new home. He's one of those urgent kitties that we don't have much time left with him, and we want to make sure that he gets a home. So if you're interested in this boy, please hurry on down here to Animal Services and rescue Oliver. He would be more than happy to snuggle with you, and you won't just be snuggling with him, you'll be saving his life. So come on down and rescue Oliver. Hey guys, we're gonna do the best we can with this girl. She's just so happy to be here, and she just wants to sniff around the whole room and check it all out. This is Emily. She is a black lab retriever mix. She's got a little bit of white on her paws and her chest. Just a beautiful, beautiful girl. She is at least a year old, hanging out in A4. And this beautiful girl was picked up as a stray from Brenda Ellen Drive. No collar, no ID. And this dog is so sweet and so wonderful with other dogs that they actually use her as the test dog at the facility. What they do is they just kind of temperament test the other dogs that come in with this girl, because she won't fight anybody. And that way they can know whether or not the other dogs are dog aggressive. So Emily here still needs a home though. I mean, she doesn't want to be a test dog, she wants to be a family dog. So if you're interested in this beautiful girl, please do hurry on down here to Animal Services. Now, Emily is heartworm positive. I do need to mention that, but you know what? This is a good time to adopt a dog that is heartworm positive, because there's a fabulous donor who has donated funds to cover heartworm treatments. So therefore, you don't have to pay for it. And then you get this wonderful girl that you get to take home and give a happy life to. So if you're interested in this beautiful girl, please do hurry on down and rescue Emily, because this girl would like nothing more than to lay right at your feet and be your best friend. Hey guys, these little kittens are just as sweet as they can be. This girl is definitely the more rambunctious of the two. She does have a little damage to one of her eyes, but the eye does not need to be removed, and she can see light and movement through it, so it's not anything that's going to be a future concern for you or for her. But this little girl is Harriet. And they are not, these kittens are not from the same litter, but they are litter mates in their little cage together. They're in C19. And they are buddies in there and get to play and hang out together. You know, it's always a good thing to try to get two kittens at the same time, because they really can keep each other company and grow up together, and they're just happier and healthier for it. But this little girl is Harriet, and then this little friend of hers is Millie. And both of these girls are about 5 months old. They're both available for adoption, and they're both very, very urgent in the fact that they are on the euthanasia list. Excuse me, I've been loving on them. I've got fur all over my nose. It's gonna make me sneeze. But these girls are on the euthanasia list that I believe that euthanasia is gonna happen on the 14th of September. So today's the 4th. You've got a little bit of time to come and rescue them, but not a whole lot of time, so don't wait. We'd love for them to go together, but they don't have to. You can adopt one, and then hey, maybe your neighbor would want the other. So if you're interested in Harriet or Millie, and Millie here, I wanna say, is a little tortie. She's got that beautiful tortoise shell fur, and then Millie here, or yeah, Harriet and Millie. I'm gonna get them mixed up, Harriet and Millie. Harriet and Millie. This little black girl is just as sweet as she can be, and this girl is just a little bit more chill. So you just decide which one you want, but we want to make sure they both get a home. So come on down and rescue Millie and Harriet. Hey guys, we definitely have a favorite here. This is Lolita, and she is just so special. We have fallen in love with this girl over the past several months that she's been here. She's got a great personality. She's definitely full of personality. She had some puppies, but she also needs a home. And so often the mommy dogs get overlooked. Once they have their puppies, they give us these beautiful babies. She wants to kiss everyone.
She does. She'll clean your ears for you.
But the mama dogs get overlooked once all the puppies are adopted, but we want to make sure that this pretty girl who gave us beautiful puppies also gets a home. So Lolita here, as you can see, is a brindle and white dog. We love the brindle markings on her. It's so pretty, these swirly brown markings. She's only about 3 years old. She is a Lab Retriever mix, hanging out in B6. That's her kennel number. Now, I do need to mention that this sweet girl has been here at Animal Services since February. So because she's been here so long, unfortunately her time is up and they are going to have to put her down on the 14th if she does not get a home. And we don't want to see that happen. It's not fair. It's just not fair because she's such a good dog. She's gonna kiss me.
Calm.
She's gonna make my dogs jealous when I go home and they know I've been kissing another dog. But she just got lost. She didn't do anything wrong. She just got lost. She got picked up here, and now she's homeless. And she just needs somebody to understand that and have a heart for her and have just a heart for an awesome, wonderful, dog that will be a great addition to your home and your family. So if you're interested in Lolita, don't waste any more time. Come on down here, adopt this girl. She's heartworm negative. She's had her shots. She's had her babies, and she is so ready to go and be in your home and love on you. So if you're the kind of person that loves to get lots of kisses and loves to get lots of attention, then definitely you want this girl. So come on down and adopt Lolita because she doesn't have much time left, and when you adopt her, you are truly saving her life, and she will be eternally grateful to you for that. So come on down and rescue this girl. Okay, folks, we actually have a litter of 3 of these black male kittens, but I can't handle 3 at the same time, so I'm only going to show you 2. So don't forget, there is another brother back in the cage who's wondering where his brothers went. But this little boy here is Magma, and then we have Denali is this guy, and then Eureka is the other male back in the cage. They're all in C15, and these precious boys, this little trio, these 3 musketeers, all need homes. These boys, these poor guys, are on the euthanasia list that I believe that euthanasia is going to occur on the 14th. That date may change, so don't wait. Don't wait and think, oh, I'll wait until the 12th or the 13th. No, don't wait at all. If you want one of these babies, you need to contact Animal Services. You need to come down and schedule the adoption because there's just no time to waste, no time to wait. And these lives depend on you. So if you're interested in any of these 3 little musketeer boys, the 3 black boys, we've got Magma, we've got Denali, and then Eureka. Eureka is back in the cage. So don't forget, there are 3 of them. Now, we always recommend that people that want to adopt small kittens try to get 2 at the same time so they can grow up together. They thrive better, really, when 2 kittens go home to the same home together. But if you can't, that's fine. We understand. Maybe you know someone who can adopt the others when you adopt one. We just want to make sure that these boys have a chance at life and love and a better future than what they've been given so far as their life story. So if you're interested in Magma, Denali, or Eureka, please hurry on down here to Animal Services and rescue these precious boys because their life really does depend on you. And guys, I want you to take a good look at this dog because bless you, Joanne. This is Joanne, and I want you to understand the differences between Pit Bull Terriers and Staffordshire Terriers. If somebody were to look at her, they would probably automatically assume that she's a Pit Bull Terrier, which honestly, there is nothing wrong with Pit Bulls. It's all in the way a dog is raised. But she is a Staffordshire Terrier, so she looks very similar, and we just want to make sure that people don't overlook her simply because they decide that she's a Pit Bull and they don't want her because of that, because she is a Staffordshire Terrier mix. Now, Joanne here is about 3 years old. She's hanging out in B20. She was picked as a stray from Oak Lawn Circle wearing a red collar, so we know she was somebody's pet. She is heartworm negative. And I want to mention that, you can see that she's blind in one eye, but that is not going to be an issue later on in life for her. She's 3 years old. She's done just absolutely fine without that eye. It doesn't bother her. It doesn't irritate her. She's just as sweet as she can possibly be no matter what. So don't let that deter you also. It just makes her unique. So if you're interested in Joanne, please do hurry on down here to Animal Services and rescue this pretty girl because she is just waiting for you. And folks, this girl is Cassie. Now she is a little temperamental because she has been stuck in a cage for a very long time, but she is purring up a storm. Cassie here is a gorgeous calico. Love her markings. So if you love those calico kitties, then definitely this is the girl for you. She's hanging out in C27. Actually, I think that might be incorrect. I'll have to double check on that cage number. But she was picked up as a stray from East Lake Drive, no collar, no ID. She's at least a year old. And Cassie, unfortunately, is on the euthanasia list for September 14th. Now that date may change. It may be moved up. It may be moved back. So if you want this girl, do not waste any more time. Come down here and adopt her, because her time seriously is limited. She is definitely in dire need of a new home. So if you're interested in Cassie, please do hurry on down here to Animal Services. She just doesn't know what to do with herself. She is pawing and dancing and doing all kinds of making the biscuits in my lap. She just cannot contain herself. So if you want a very active cat that also is going to love on you and purr the day away, then Cassie is the girl. So come on down and save this girl, adopt her, and save her life. Oh my goodness, folks, this boy is all wound up. And I tell you what, if you want a frisbee dog that actually can catch the frisbee and doesn't do a dog fail, then you want Oxford, because this boy will catch that frisbee mid-air. So he'll catch a ball, football, baseball, frisbee, you name it, you throw it, he's going to catch it.
Yeah, I knew what you said. He was like, yeah, I will.
He is a Lab Retriever mix. He's a big boy, but you know what? He's a wonderful boy. He's at least a year old, hanging out in A2, picked up as a stray from Gordon Road, no collar, no ID. He's heartworm negative. He's tuckered out because he's been running around. Our volunteer Shay should be panting because she's the one that's been doing all the work. But Oxford here is just all wound up and is having a good old time. But I tell you what, he'll be more than happy to just sit at your feet and be your buddy. He'd be a great dog to take out on a boat. You know, great dog to just play with, swim with, whatever. Any activity you have, this boy will handle that activity well. So smart dog. So if you want a smart dog and a sweet dog, then you want this dog. So come on down and rescue Oxford. This boy is just down here waiting for you and wants to be your new best friend. Hey guys, they still have a lot of kittens down here at Animal Services. You know, they have so many pets. They are extremely overcrowded. These little boys are not on the current euthanasia list, but you never know when they may be because they've been here since June. This fluffy fella here is Leonard. At least I think that's who it is because both of their cards, they look so similar. But one is a medium-haired orange tabby and the other one's a short-haired orange tabby. But I'm guessing this is Leonard and this little boy right here is Nutter Butter. And both of these little sweethearts are just waiting for their forever home. They're both hanging out in C1. They actually have a bunch of friends in there with them. There's a bunch of kittens in the cage with them. And I believe they are only about maybe 3 or 4 months old, still very, very young. Oh, bless you, little boy. And just in need of a home. So if you've ever owned an orange male tabby, you know how affectionate they are and how sweet they are. And these boys are definitely right along those lines. So if you would like to rescue Leonard or little Nutter Butter, then hurry on down here to Animal Services and rescue these sweet boys because they are just waiting for you to come and save them and give them a forever home. Hey folks, we are keeping this boy entertained by eating treats. And you can't get much better than that for this guy. This is Hickory. He is a brindle, actually black brindle. He's very, very dark brindle markings. Hey boy, and white stripe go right in between his eyes, on his chest, and on his toes. Now Hickory is about 2.5, 3 years old, around that age, and he is hanging out in A4. That's his kennel number. Now this boy was picked up as a stray from Corinth Road, and he is heartworm negative, and he is just so ready to go find his new home. So if you're interested in this boy, he's a terrier mix, and it's getting hot out there, so he's panting quite a bit, but he's also been playing out in the yard area, so he's been having a good old time. But if you want a good boy that likes to hang out and wants to be your buddy, then this is definitely the guy for you. So come on down and rescue Hickory. You're not looking at the... And folks, I picked this girl just because I saw her sitting there, and I've been doing the show for weeks and I have never seen this girl on the adoption floor. But this is Milkshake. She's jet black, medium-haired kitty cat, but she does have some very subtle little white markings on her sweet little neck and chest. And she is just so affectionate. I just cannot even describe how affectionate this girl is. She just got hung up on my shirt. It's okay, Milkshake. But beautiful girl. She's been purring up a storm. She actually gave me a little bit of a hug and I think she was considering giving me a kiss, but we're not quite that good of friends yet, so she wasn't sure about that. But Milkshake here is in C18. This girl's at least a year old. She was picked up as a stray from McIntosh Parkway. Now, I do not believe that she's on the current euthanasia list, but because she's been here since June, there's a pretty good chance she'll be on one of the lists coming up very, very soon. And she's a gorgeous kitty cat. I want to show you her fluffy tail, but she's holding it so tight. She's got this beautiful, fluffy little feather duster tail. She's got beautiful, oh, there she goes, there she goes. She's nuzzling up to me. She is absolutely stunning and sweet and just a gorgeous kitty. I want you to see those beautiful green eyes set against that black jet black fur. Gorgeous, gorgeous kitty, very sweet, purring up a storm, really just needs a home. So if you're looking for a very affectionate kitty cat, then definitely this will be the girl for you. So come on down and rescue little Milkshake and give this girl a forever home. And that is our show for today, folks. Thank you so very much for tuning in. We hope that you enjoyed watching the show as much as we enjoy bringing it to you. And I want to make sure that you know of a lot of things that are going on with our group in the community. If you want to go to our website at nchsrescue.org, you can get all of the information. But I want to go ahead and tell you, the last Saturday of this month, the last Saturday of September, we are having our second annual Fido Fest 5K run and 1 mile fun run. You just need to know that it's a dog-friendly event. It's also a kid-friendly event. We're going to have all kinds of fun stuff for the kids. It's not just the run and the race, but after that, we're going to have bouncy houses and all kinds of vendors. If you own a small business and you want to come and rent a table, it's $50 to rent the table, and I believe you have to supply your own table. I think we're just supplying the space, but you can certainly find out more information about that. So if you want to promote your small business, you can also help raise funds for the Noonan Cowboy Humane Society at the same time. So if you're interested in running, we have race registration still available, and you can find out that information on our website. And if you want to sponsor, maybe donate some funds to help for the event, that would be helpful as well. So anything you want to do, even just come out with your family and support us. It'll be in Ashley Park the last Saturday in September. I don't remember what that date is, but that's pretty easy to remember, the last Saturday in September. But we'd love to see you at Fido Fest. It'll be lots of fun and raise money for the Noonan Cowboy Humane Society. Also, we have our first annual Masquerade Fur Ball in November. It will be at the beautiful Glendalough Manor in Tyrone, and you can get more information about that on our website as well. We'd love to see you come join us for that, or if you're interested in sponsoring the event, then certainly we'd love to hear from you. So thank you so much for tuning in. We want to make sure that we thank Coweta County Animal Services for allowing us to come down to your facility all these years and showcase the wonderful, highly adoptable pets that you have here at Animal Services. Also, thank you to New Link for making this show possible, for putting it on your network, sending us our awesome cameraman Jake to come and film the show for us, and also just really making it possible by filming it for us and sharing it with the world. So also thank you to our volunteers for your time and your love of just, trying to support this cause and help to make our county a no homeless pets community. So if you're interested in adopting, fostering, donating, any sort of thing like that, please go to our website. There's lots of opportunities to help, not just adopting a pet, but also plenty more opportunities for you if you want to help out. And we'd love to help you, have you on the show. If you ever want to come and be on our show, please just let us know, reach out to us. But thank you so much for tuning in. We hope that you guys have a fabulous week, and we'll catch you next time on Adopt a Pet.